changes don't work in isolation. Time, space, patterns, rest. They support each other. And when one erodes, the whole system weakens. This is where a lot of people get confused or discouraged because they try to change one piece while leaving the others untouched. Hello and welcome. I'm Janet, architect turned creative renewal coach and watercolor artist. At Blueprint to Brushstrokes, I work with mid and late career creative souls who feel emotionally depleted and disconnected from their creative work, or unsure how to sustain creativity alongside an already full, very real life. My work isn't about hustle or output. It's about recovery, reconnection, and building a sustainable creative life. If that is where you are, I've linked my free Creative Confidence Reflection Guide below, as well as a link to the North Star Mini Reset course, if you'd like gentle, structured support to help you get started. This is the sixth and final video in my mini-series, The Creative Non-Negotiables, Redesigning a Creative Life After Burnout. These have been dropping every day for the last 6 days and will be collated in a playlist, tagged here. So if you haven't already, please watch the earlier videos to help lay the foundation and understanding. This series also connects to my videos, How Do We Stay Creative When Everything Changes? And You Can't Recover from Burnout Without Changing Your Life, which I will also add to the mini-series playlist. Here's how the non-negotiables work together. Time protects capacity. When time is claimed, even in small, imperfect ways, creativity has room to exist without urgency. Space reduces resistance. When physical and emotional space feels safe, creativity doesn't have to brace itself against pressure or performance. Patterns determine direction. They decide whether stress leads us back into overdoing or towards care and repair. And rest restores the system itself. It's what allows the nervous system to stand down long enough for change to take root. Without time, creativity is rushed. Without space, creativity feels unsafe. Without pattern change, burnout quietly recreates itself. And without rest, even the best redesign becomes exhausting to sustain. This is why burnout so often returns after sabbaticals, vacations, or pauses. Rest helped, but nothing structurally changed. The same schedules return. The same inner rules keep applying. The same reflexive responses to pressure repeat. Eventually, the system recreates the same conditions, even with better intentions. When time isn't protected, creativity becomes optional and slowly disappears. When space isn't established or safe, creativity learns to stay quiet or to perform. When patterns stay unchanged, we override fatigue, ignore our signals, and return to overdoing, even in gentler seasons. And when rest is insufficient or mismatched, the system never fully repairs or recovers, so everything feels harder than it should. This isn't a failure of willpower. It's what happens when care exists without containment. I want to say this clearly with compassion. Gentleness matters. Rest matters. Grace matters. But gentleness layered onto an unchanging life doesn't sustain recovery. You cannot keep repeating the same behaviors, the same schedules, the same inner expectations, and expect there to be significant and meaningful change. Recovery isn't about doing more. It's about doing things differently, with honesty, with care, and with commitment. Not commitment to perfection, but commitment to alignment. This is about devotion, not discipline. If you're in this season, you're not broken. Your system isn't failing you. It is asking you desperately for redesign. And that redesign doesn't happen all at once. It begins quietly, by protecting a little time, by creating a safer space, by responding differently to familiar pressure, by allowing for the real rest you need, one negotiable at a time. Creativity doesn't need to be forced back to life. It needs conditions where it's safe to stay. If you're in a season of redesign, go slowly. Change doesn't need to be loud to be real, and time, space, and care can work together to hold you. You don't need to force your creativity back to life. You only need to offer it conditions where it can feel nourished. Have grace with yourself. Until next time, wishing you a grace-filled day, and may you protect the time that nourishes you. Create spaces where your creativity feels safe. Respond to old pressures with new care, and discern the types of rest that will replenish your system.